Hi guys, this is Anup, the founder of Asian Labs. Today I wanted to talk about one of the best templates I have, Notion templates I have created. I've created a lot of those. Three I have put in public. One of them is the personal finance system. I wanted to explain the finance concepts in it and also how can you use it, all those kind of things. I'll create a future video on how I created it from scratch too. Would help you create more. The more templates, the more innovative templates there are, would help gamify my life too, because that's my goal. That's my company's goal. Gamifying life. Yeah. Let me start off with and one thing I want to tell you, I have used a lot from last 3 4 years. I've used a lot of personal finance systems, uh, in the form of apps, websites, templates, Notion templates. This one is an amalgamation of all of those and is the best. And I'll keep on improving because I use it daily. From last 1.5 years, I'm using some or the other versions of it. Let me start off with how to start. So there are quick action buttons which are kind of like a form. So with this forms you fill the tables, right? So the first, this is the template which would be given when you download. This is the one you will be downloading. There are lot of earlier data in it. You can delete all those data from the tables in the bottom, and this table in the top. You can go to each database and delete the existing data. So if you did the existing data, you need to add yourself, um, your name, your date of birth, retire. What is the retirement age you are planning to have, based on which the coast fire would coast fire number would be calculated. The fire number, what fire number is? Fire number is simply nothing more than what is the amount you need to have so that you can have a good retirement while maintaining the lifestyle you currently. What's that amount you need to have in your account? uh, there is afterwards there is coast fire age. Coast fire is the amount of money you need to have at an age. So I'm just here, only the age needs to be mentioned. So at that age, if you have that money, so in the retirement age you will reach the fire number. If you don't take any money from the coast, it's like if you have 10 lakhs in your account and you never take anything from your account, and your interest, you are getting a 15% interest on that 10 lakhs, and your coast fire is around maybe 1 crore, 2 crores, whatever it is, then automatically those 10 lakhs would go to that 1 crore in that amount of whatever gap there is, if you never remove anything of it without you investing anything. So that's what the whatever coast fire age have, what is the that number saving you need, which you never use. Then what is the predicted annual rate of return? You put in this annual rate of return because everyone's is different, country is different. Some countries rate of return are higher, average rate of return. What is yours? And some people are more riskier in nature. So it's just what, just see your investment account and see what is the current. If you are only into fixed deposits and all, just put whatever fixed deposit rates you have been getting. Right, what is the inflation in your country? Every country has different inflation, so just write the inflation. What is the death age? Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what it is, but I'm just putting like normally I'll put 90 or 100. I want to live till 100. Seems like a good number, but based on whatever, because it, how much money you need after, if you put 60 in retirement age, and 30 years, if your death age is 70, then only 10 years, so you don't need that much money. But if your death age is 100, you need 40 years of money. So putting that age is important. Whatever you are predicting, it's not really true. What is the yearly increment? Whatever your income is, which I put in the last, whatever your in-hand income is, what is the predicted yearly increment in that income, that you need to put. Normally, if I say software or something, it goes around, I think 8 to 10, 8% to 10%, if you are good enough worker. Keep on changing, it can go to third, but just have a prediction for what the yearly increment is, 5%, 6%, 7% for your company. You're gonna stay, or even if you're gonna change in 3 4 years, average ones. Lifestyle adjustment. We keep on putting on key if sometimes we get the money. We think this is the fire number, this is the car I want, this. But after you get more money, your lifestyle, you will keep on improving every year based on your salary increment. Your even the things you buy would also be better. At the very start, you would be trying to get the cheapest grocery, then you'll go into organic because you have the money. That lifestyle adjustments is a normal thing. What do you think your lifestyle adjustment every year, how much it would change? uh, I'm putting lifestyle adjustment as 5. You can check out my previous, you can duplicate this. After you duplicate my system, you can duplicate it again to check out what my own is, which are the average for an Indian person, average yearly income in hand, whatever you are getting, because based on it, it will be calculated based on budgets, funds, and all that, how much you can save to invest, right? Okay, that would be required ki how much time based on current possibility of fire, when you can reach fire, based on current investment minus all the spendings in our budget or in our fund or whatever we put in. Okay, so that was that. Apart after that, there is adding assets and liabilities. What assets and liabilities? Just name the assets and liabilities. Can be in the form of savings, any kind of investment, even the negative ones like credit card bills, loans, all those kind of things you need to. What's the balance? Minus, if put negative, if it's a liability like credit card bill 10k, so minus 10k, those kind of things. And it can be, savings can be liquid, semi-liquid, or assets, liquidity type. What is liquid? Liquid is just direct cash or direct savings, which if you remove, there is no issue in removing it. It's not like a stock investment where you more waiting would cause the its value to increase or not. So liquid is purely liquid, right? uh, Semi-liquid is one like stocks, mutual funds, whatever you have invested, you can remove immediately and get the money FT, you can, but there will be a cost to it, some kind of cost, like it would have been increased more and those kind of things. And then there are illiquid. Illiquid are something like NPS, tax saving mutual funds, EPF, loans to pay in future. All those things are not really in your control at all. You can't remove it or pay it now. So those are all in illiquid. Asset type. So what's the asset type? Which is very clear. Choose one. Here in the people select, you have already added yourself. Add yourself. Select yourself in here again. So add all your assets and liabilities here. Next, add a budget. So what is a budget? Budget is whatever things you are thinking. What are your monthly expenses you are thinking about, yearly expenses, quarterly expenses, and what type are they? Are they living expenses like rent, grocery, delight expenses like partying, restaurant, ordering from restaurant, or OTT, although your OTT, growth expenses like you have Kindle subscriptions, OpenAI subscriptions, AWS subscription, all those are good, right? And savings, I don't think savings need to be added here as such. I haven't added savings. Then payment schedule. What's the schedule type of this payment? It's monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, half yearly, all those. And is it currently applicable or not? So one of my thing is, you see, you have come here, you have read a lot YouTube videos and self-help things in finance and all. There are a lot of things they keep on suggesting. You don't know if you will follow them or not. Would you have a monthly payment or not? Maybe something future. So only you may add those now and then remove it. Maybe you may add it again, like some subscription you had but now you want to remove, you may add in there. Just so don't delete that, instead just remove it from currently applicable, and then again add the people, add yourself in the people. Fund is a concept which I haven't seen anywhere. I have just made it something differently. So, which is, if I want to say what it is, it's something like funds are like, there are two things in funds, like big misc transactions, which you will face sometimes in the future. It can be buying, buying a car, buying a marriage, buying not buying a marriage. Yeah, that could be legal. Huh. Having a marriage, all those things are, so either those kind of big things or something else like travel. You are like every year you are putting this much amount of money you are gonna travel. So it's not a fund. It you won't be adding it to a fund or something, right? It's because it's not a fund. It's not in the budget. It can be in 2 months you don't do anything, then it will confuse you what your should only be included yearly as such. Or if it's big mistransactions in your retire fire number, you add that too, right? Because those are important. So like I have put on different kinds of funds like clothes, electronics, donation, and travel. These are the things I normally buy per year, and I have put a limit to it. Oh, so those is the type, one time or yearly. So how, even if yearly, so if one time, when is this gonna come in use, and add yourself to. Now this brings up the main makeup of our system is ready after you have added all those. Um, and anytime you need to do a transaction daily, you can add a transaction here which relates to what name it is, what, how much you have spent on it, and is it part of a fund or a budget. Needs to be one or the other, right? Either it's part of a monthly budget which you have already decided, or it's from a fund. You bought something electronic, you spent on a marriage, or you went to on a holiday. Those can't come in a budget because these are just a fund. Every year you have a fund like 1 lakh for travel, or 2 lakhs for 1 lakh for travel, and you put it in there. So that now I'm just, these are the databases used. So at the very start, yeah, I'll just explain each of the, this is what monthly budget, so current whatever has already been spent, and on which only in living 200 has been spent. So and monthly how much has been allocated, a monthly budget, like I am predicting ki every month I am gonna spend around 1 lakh. I have put all those, each individual ones I have added all those from here. What are the total expenses monthly I have already spent on, and this is the current month. The last 12 months is what's shown here. In the left, I have show what's my net worth currently liquid. In this template, I have put in net, what is my net worth, how much liquid, semi-liquid, long-term assets, what is the time to bankruptcy, based on my budget, my yearly fund expenditure, plus whatever my income I have put in there, in hand income. If I minus those from these things, I know how much money I would have left to save, right? Currently it's going in the negative. Based on those combinations, I'm going in the negative. So if I negate those, after 3 years 11 months, all my net worth of semi-liquid and liquid assets as long-term assets are untouchable. So bankruptcy is decided when this 550 plus 95k goes away. I spend because currently I'm going in a loss. Apart from that, how much multi-band is already spent, how much yearly budget is already spent, how much yearly budget is allocated, how much yearly fund allocation and fund spent. So I have allocated 2.7 lakhs. Um, I have just explained how lean fire, fat fire, and all those kind of definitions for all those. It's simple. I have already explained fire and coast fire. These are the monthly budget. Every month, what all things I normally spend. It can be grocery, cook, maid, healthy snacks, unhealthy snacks, Each of them has in a delight, growth, living, and saving. What As soon as I spent it, I add a transaction with it. This goes to zero, and this goes to zero. Like just this is the uh, spent money, so it goes to zero. So you know what all is still left in the month. It's easier for you see. Are you how much more money you need to spend this month? These are just what's the lean fire, what's the fire value, and all those kind of things. Apart from that, these are my assets and liabilities, whichever I have put in how much liquid money is I'm liquid in, and in that too, what types I have invested in each. Credit card is minus 50K. What are the yearly funds? So yearly funds are like car, how much is left. So car, and these are all missed ones. Marriage, these are all 10 lakhs for marriage, 2 millions for this. Party fund is like every year 20K I'm putting aside for a party. Shopping fund 50K for a shopping. Travel fund 1 lakh for travel. Putting it aside, it will go off. I just keep on adding the transaction. I'll realize I have already spent all. So don't party, don't travel much. You can, but it's just there is an yearly budget. Some of the like I have Prime subscriptions, GeoNet 1 year, medical insurance, health checkup every year. So these are fixed costs. Those fund costs are not really fixed. Budget costs are more fixed in nature. Here you can just all the tables, financial transactions, funds table. You can modify later, right? After you have added it there, if you want to modify, you can modify it later. So this was my personal finance system. Hope you liked it, and you can check out my other Notion templates from here and any other videos if you like. Check it out. Thank you.